So last weekend, my family decided it would be fun to dust off the Monopoly board for some good old-fashioned bonding. You know, that wholesome activity that always ends in someone flipping the board, someone else crying, and at least one person getting written out of the will. This time, though, we had a wild card, Grandpa, who recently went deep down a YouTube rabbit hole on sovereign citizens and now refers to his recliner as the independent state of Reclinerstan. We all thought it was just another one of his weird phases, like the time he tried to pay for groceries with World War II ration coupons. Anyway, everything started out normal enough. My sister claimed Boardwalk, my dad was making side deals with my mom for extra get-out-of-jail-free cards, and I was trying to keep the dog from eating the chance cards. Then Grandpa, who'd been eyeing the dog suspiciously since the game started, suddenly stood up, slammed his fist on the table, and declared, "As the duly elected president of Reclinerstan, I hereby impose a 10% tax on all non-citizens occupying my airspace." The dog, who had been peacefully napping under the table, was immediately fined 2 milk bones for trespassing on sovereign soil. Grandpa even wrote the fine out on a napkin and demanded the dog sign it with a paw print. This was all pretty funny until Grandpa started printing his own currency out of notebook paper and insisting we exchange our Monopoly money at his official embassy, which was just his recliner draped in a beach towel. When my sister refused to pay the conversion fee, he threatened to nationalize her properties and annex her thimble. My dad tried to protest, but Grandpa invoked international monopoly law and claimed diplomatic immunity, which apparently just means he gets to eat all the snacks without sharing. By the end of the night, Grandpa had convinced the dog to form an alliance, my sister was in exile on free parking, and my dad was negotiating for the safe return of his hat token. The game finally ended when Grandpa tried to enter a trade agreement with the kitchen for more chips, but the microwave refused to recognize his currency. So, in the end, I guess you could say Monopoly really did bring us together, just as a bunch of sovereign states, all fighting over who gets to control the family dog's tax haven.